Imagine a city that's not only Australia's largest, but also its economic powerhouse, the place where skyscrapers kiss the harbor and innovation thrives alongside sandy beaches. Welcome to Sydney, a city that generates about $142 billion every year, roughly 6% of Australia's entire economic output, packed into just 26 square kilometers of urban brilliance. But what makes Sydney so rich and economically special? Is it just the stunning Opera House and Harbour Bridge postcards? Or is there more simmering beneath the surface? Today, we're diving deep into Sydney's economy, not a boring list of numbers, but a story of industries, innovation, and the heartbeat of a global city. With a population buzzing around 5.6 million and over 520,000 jobs on site, this city is a magnet for talent and enterprise alike. From historic beginnings as a colonial outpost, Sydney has evolved into a modern marvel blending culture, commerce, and cutting-edge sectors. Did you know Sydney produces more economic output than entire nations, all within its sprawling urban bounds? And with 200,000 new jobs projected by 2036, mostly knowledge-driven, Sydney is setting sights on a future powered by innovation. Now, buckle up for a countdown of Sydney's top 10 industries by their contribution to the city's impressive GDP, starting from number 10 and climbing our way up to the crown jewel at number 1. Each sector has its own story, giants, and surprising facts that make Sydney's economic tapestry so vibrant. Ready? Let's explore what fuels this city's incredible wealth and why it continues to shine bright on the world stage. Number 10, construction, $3.3 billion. Construction in Sydney isn't just about building offices and apartments, it's the backbone of growth, connecting sectors and shaping the skyline. Over the past 5 years, private developments worth more than $15 billion have redefined the city's landscape. From luxury high-rises to innovative green buildings, projects like the Barangaroo Precinct are reshaping Sydney's waterfront with sustainability and style. This sector fuels about 100,000 jobs related to construction and home-based businesses, highlighting its reach beyond bricks and mortar. An intriguing fact? Construction jobs fluctuate seasonally, often spiking with major events or investment cycles, making this sector one of Sydney's economic weather vanes. Number 9, education and training, $4.2 billion. Sydney hosts over 200,000 international students annually, making education the city's second largest export after financial services. Universities and vocational institutes not only generate massive income, but serve as talent incubators fueling innovation and industry. Fun twist, education's economic impact extends far beyond tuition. Students spend on housing, food, and leisure, springboarding entire neighborhoods into prosperity. Number 8, visitor economy, $7.1 billion. Tourism here is more than just selfies at the Opera House. It pumps $7.1 billion annually into restaurants, retail, cultural institutions, and leisure activities. Sydney welcomes about 3.45 million international visitors a year, alongside 11 million domestic tourists. Tourism now supports roughly 8,000 businesses, from quirky cafes to luxury hotels. And fun fact, the sector's vibrancy is a key driver for Sydney's hospitality jobs and new construction projects. But climate change poses challenges. Could Sydney's push towards sustainable tourism become a global model? Number 7, public administration and safety, $7.1 billion. Sydney is the administrative heart of New South Wales, housing government offices that coordinate policies, services, and public safety. The sector supports thousands of jobs and ensures the smooth running of everything from emergency services to urban planning. It's a steady contributor, surprisingly resilient in economic downturns, underpinning the city's quality of life, which in turn attracts talent and investment. Number 6, administrative and support services, $8.2 billion. From office cleaning crews to logistical support and temporary staffing agencies, this sector is the unsung hero of Sydney's workplace ecosystem. It sustains the daily operation of thousands of businesses, enabling sectors like finance and tech to shine. With a workforce numbering in the tens of thousands, these jobs ebb and flow, but form a crucial economic pillar. Number 5, information media and telecommunications, $9.6 billion. Sydney is Australia's media capital, home to major broadcasters, digital startups, and telecommunications giants. This sector keeps Sydney wired, literally and figuratively, powering everything from streaming services to 5G rollout plans. With top players pushing multi-billion-dollar projects, the city leads innovation here by blending tech with creativity. Imagine the billions in revenue streaming through the likes of Australia's biggest TV networks and digital content platforms, all contributing massively to the local economy. Number 4, professional scientific and technical services, $28.3 billion. This powerhouse includes legal, accounting, architectural, scientific research, and tech consulting firms based in Sydney. Major players like global consulting firms and legal chambers thrive here, driving solutions that influence both Australia and the Asia-Pacific region. Year-over-year growth here rivals tech hubs worldwide, fueled by Sydney's push to be an innovation-led economy. This sector's clustering in precincts supports productivity and idea sharing, making Sydney a knowledge capital. Number 3, healthcare and social assistance, $38 billion. Though exact Sydney-specific data converges with broader estimates, healthcare and social assistance is one of the biggest and fastest-growing sectors in the city, employing tens of thousands. Hospitals, biotech labs, aged care facilities, and medical tech startups combine care with commerce. With an aging population and innovation in biomedical technologies, this sector's growth could skyrocket Sydney's GDP share, posing fascinating questions about healthcare's future role in urban economies. Number 2, financial and insurance services, $44.1 billion. Home to Australia's financial institutions, major banks, insurance companies, and the Australian Stock Exchange, Sydney's financial sector is the largest contributor to its GDP. With about 125,000 jobs, this sector drives immense revenue, investment, and global capital flow. Big projects here include multi-billion-dollar fintech startups and green finance initiatives aiming to make Sydney a net-zero finance hub by 2036. Did you know? Sydney's financial markets rival those in much larger global cities, underscoring its international clout. Number 1, creative industries and tech, $67 billion. Sydney's creative industries, including media, design, digital technology, and cultural sectors, combine with advanced manufacturing and clean energy tech to form an innovation cluster that could redefine the city's economic future. While smaller in pure economic output compared to finance, these sectors grow quickly, attract global talent, and help Sydney punch above its weight internationally. For example, digital tech startups here have secured hundreds of millions in venture capital funding recently, some valued well over $1 billion. If this trend continues, Sydney could boost its GDP by several percentage points by 2030, leveraging its diverse, creative population and clean energy ambitions. Before we wrap up, let's talk about exports and challenges. Sydney's economy thrives on financial services, education, tourism, and tech exports, making it a global trade gateway. Yet, it faces hurdles like housing affordability, climate risks affecting tourism, and slower productivity growth seen since 2015 to 16. Comparatively, Sydney stands tall against rivals like Melbourne and Brisbane due to its financial services dominance and innovation clusters. However, its future hinges on balancing growth with sustainability and inclusiveness. So, why is Sydney so economically special? It's not just size or beautiful vistas, it's a dynamic blend of finance, innovation, education, culture, and relentless ambition, all tightly packed with world-class infrastructure and talent. The city's ability to adapt, like turning climate change from a threat into an opportunity for green tech, cements its status as Australia's economic heart. And that's Sydney, where dazzling harbour views meet a bustling, diverse economy powering Australia's future. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Sydney's economy and want more stories uncovering the economic secrets of cities worldwide, hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment telling us which city you want us to explore next. Let's keep learning together on this fascinating global economic journey.